Shuayb is one of the 4 Arab prophets, and his story is very significant. Shuayb aleyhiselam was sent to a people in a place called Madian. Shuayb aleyhiselam was from the people of Madian, because Allah says, and to Madian, their brother Shuayb, we sent him to them. They worshipped idols. They worshipped many different idols. He said, "O my people, don't worship any other Lord but Allah alone." Why do you worship several gods when Allah is your creator? Not only that, the people of Shuayb had for the first time, a crime that has not yet been mentioned in the Quran for other people before. The people of Madian, what did they do? They actually were extortionists. They extorted people for their money. They were highway robbers, and they charged taxes in land which was not theirs. And anyone who went on the highway, which is a public place, they used to take money from people by force, or they would rob them. Also, they used to deal in unfair dealings. If they sold, they wouldn't do fair trade. They'd take more than what they deserved, or they would pay less than what it deserved deliberately. They would trick buyers and sellers. Unfair trade, unfair business, extortion and robbery and fraud. This is what the people of Madian were known for in the Quran. They were also called Ashabul Aika, by the way. Ashabul Aika, which means the people of the wood, the people of the tree. And what they used to do was that they used to believe wood, trees, forests or trees had special significance spiritually. They believed that souls of their ancestors resided in them, and that they could get blessings from these trees. They used to hang their utensils, their weaponry, their clothing sometimes, whatever they had, to seek blessings from these trees in what resides within them, spirits that reside within them. They believed in one God, but they made partners with Allah, and so they lost their way. So not only did Allah send him because of the polytheism, he sent them also because of this corruption, economic corruption. And Allah does not take these matters lightly. Riba, for example, usury, is a major sin in Islam because it is unfair trade. My brothers and sisters in Islam, Shuayb aleyhiselam was sent to them because of that. And in the Quran he mentions it a lot, what they did and what he advised them. And one of the biggest debates between a prophet and his people happened. The Quran is full of this debate in detail. Some of the examples of this debate were that they considered themselves educated, technologically advanced, very intelligent, and they considered themselves on the right path. So they said to Shuayb, "Ya Shuayb, we used to look at you as a wise man. Look at us, we are on the right path. You're the one who is deluded." And he will return back to them and use other arguments. One of the things he would say to them is, "Why would I want to sit here debating my people? And as you can see, I have nothing in return. I'm not asking you for wealth or accommodation or status or position or fame, fortune, nothing. I also have lived with you all my life. You know me and I know you. Don't accuse me of things." They started to reply, ridiculing and mocking his worship. "Is it your prayers, this religion of yours? Is this commanding you to tell us to leave and abandon what our forefathers used to abandon? Wallahi, we see you nothing but a man gone crazy. You're deluded." And they also took pride in science, education, technology. But a civilization is not to take pride because of how technologically advanced it is. That doesn't mean anything. What a civilization should take pride on, a proper, good, truthful civilization, a glorious and venerable civilization, is one who operates on justice, high values and high morals. These people had none of that. So all the technology meant nothing. They're similar to the people of Salih and Ad. They used to carve homes in their mountains. they inherited that technology from their forefathers. Shuayb alayhi salam tried endlessly with them, until finally they came with what all the other people came towards their prophets. They challenged him. Why don't you bring about what you are promising us of punishment and torture from your Lord? Come on. We're on the truth. What's going to happen to us? When they said this to Shuayb, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it was justifiably their choice to suffer the consequence as a result of their own action. We did not oppress them, they oppressed themselves, just like the people before them. Bring upon us the tornadoes, and bring upon us the earthquakes and the fire and whatever you're talking about. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them exactly what they asked for. Not one or two types of punishments, but all sorts and colors of punishments as they requested. And these people were the last of all the prophets whose people were destroyed, by the way. They were the last. Madian. And when Allah knows that a people have no more benefit on earth and there is no more hope in them, He takes them back to Him. Shuayb alayhi salam was saved with his family and a few of the people who followed him, and He destroyed them. Allah mentions different types of punishments: earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, fire upon them that came out of the volcanoes, dust. They actually couldn't get out of their homes in time. The earthquakes and everything that happened made them stuck inside their homes overnight, and they couldn't even make it out of their own homes. They were buried inside their homes, some of them swallowed by the earth, gone. And Allah tells us about this story, saying, go past, can you see anything left of them? And so the story of Shuayb, although brief, it has many meanings, and I advise you to go into the Quran and read about the people of Madian and the people of Shuayb.